Welcome again to the Word of the Week. We are continuing with the story of Noah, the recreation of creation, basically. You remember that last week we spoke about 8 people entered. As much as the Lord wiped out the people, the animals, and so on, except the ones that were in the ark, but remember, our theme is judgment and new beginnings. So 8 is a number of new beginnings, number one. Number two, 8 people. God spared 8 people in order to create nations and people. Out of 8 people, the family of Noah, out of that, God then created the made people again, they multiplied and all of that. So now we are in Genesis 8. Again, I would advise that you read the whole story. It's a very fascinating story. It's a very beautiful story, of what God did through the family of Noah, because Noah found favor with God because he was good. He was good in his sight, and that's why he chose him to build the ark. And now in Genesis 8, the Bible says God remembered Noah. What that means is that God doesn't forget people. He doesn't forget any of us. Any of the people that God created, he doesn't forget. But when the Bible says God remembered Noah and the animals who were in the ark and stopped the rain, what it means is that God now began to unfold his plan for mankind again. So when God remembers, like he remembered Hannah and gave him a son, when God remembers you, he begins to unfold his plan for your life. And so that's what happened here in Genesis 8. The waters, the rain stopped, the waters dried up, and until they were totally dry, the land was dry, and they came out of the ark. When they came out of the ark, if you read further in Genesis 8, then Noah, when he came out, he raised an altar unto the Lord because he was wanting to thank God for all that he did. I'm not dealing with raising altars, but at another stage, I will teach that as well. He raised an altar, and then when he put the sacrifice, God smelled a sweet-smelling aroma. And when God did that, he vowed, and he said, never again will I destroy mankind. Never again will I destroy the earth. And then on top of that, he introduced a principle of seed and harvest. In Genesis 8, verse 22, it says, then he declared that as long as the earth exists, seed time and harvest will never cease. So it's important for us to understand the concept of sowing seed and receiving a harvest. May you have a blessed week. Until we meet again.